What's up guys, this is Nick at Stridewise.com and I'm here in Lewiston, Maine to find out how they make this. This is the Harrison boot Redux from Rancourt Shoes, an institution in the once thriving industry of shoemaking here in Maine. And we're gonna find out what's so different about this mock toe boot, because actually, even if you've worn a mock toe boot before, 99% of the mock toes out there are not true mock toes. And you're gonna find out exactly why at this factory visit today, where we're gonna see how you make the realest mock on the market.
So the hand-sewn construction is always the same. It doesn't matter where you buy them from. And so the hand-sewn construction is always a piece of leather, which would be the vamp. Whether it's a boat shoe, whether it's a ranger, whether it's a camp mock, whether it's a boot like this, wrapped around a last. A last is the form. The craftspeople then pull that up on a last, tack it in place, tack the tip in place, which is the plug, and then begin to punch holes and then actually take wax thread and pull and create this genuine hand-sewn mock.
So this is real. This is the secret sauce of Rancourt.
This is it right here. So this is a moccasin. The reason you have a cutout here is that to get the best fit, we have a machine called heel seating machine. So the heel seating machine will actually pull, and it will actually pull it down and press it down, which is going to tighten up the heel. That's what this is all about right here.
Right. So this is the mock.
The mock is here.
So people recognize a mock is looking like this.
Yes.
And this is one of the very, very few mock toes where it actually all wraps around the bottom.
Exactly.
And this is extremely, this is critical to this being like not just like a mock toe design, like it looks like a mock toe, but like an actual traditional mock design.
Mock toe.
This is really wild to think that like 99% of all mocks out there are not mocks. It's just a decorative stitch. This is like real mock construction. And it's like, has meaningful implications for comfort. But just like the vast majority of people who buy a mock toe, they're not wearing a mock. See, how could you have any objections to the price of these boots when you see the kind of stuff that goes into it? How could you not want to pay full price? How would you not want to buy this when you see the kind of real people, real skill that goes into it? This is skill, man. It's American skill. It's an honor to buy a boot like this. I'd pay more.
Even when we cut, there's a very specific way we cut product here. So basically it's really trying to cut in the best pieces so the longevity of the product becomes paramount for us. So on top is all the oils and waxes, and that's what gives it the pull-up. So when you pinch it like that, that's what you're seeing. I mean, one thing I strongly believe in is that we actually work with leather. It's natural.
Yeah.
I never profess that we're going to make 100% perfect shoes. Our processes are really defined by the materials that we use, and then our operators, our craftspeople. Whether it's lasted by machine or hand sewn, everything goes in the dryer, and the fitting starts to develop right here.
I guess that makes it easier to build around the last, but it doesn't have to be quite as tight.
The intentions of the mudguard was so the dirt and oils and greases would hit the mudguard, rub up against the mudguard, and then you clean it and wipe it off. But it's also an adaptation of genuine mock, where it had a wrap around it, so it had a soft sole, which was the moccasin on the last, and then we would stitch a hand-sewn leather piece to it.
This is not your normal crepe rubber outsole as well, isn't it? Normally you get like a Vibram Christie wedge sole or something like that, which I always thought was very natural. Just like you punch a rubber tree and it spits out rubber and it goes through the coagulating rollers, and then you get the crepe wedge sole. But actually, those soles, like the big, like from Vibram and Red Wing and so on, those ones are mixed with other materials. But what you use here, this is actually 100% latex rubber.
100%.
It's all natural. What are the benefits of that? It's softer, isn't it?
It's a softer material. It's also just the aspect that it isn't all 100% natural, which is one of the things that we like to do throughout our process.
So we've been in this community, my family's been in this community since factory, 67. We've employed lots of people, and that is so important to us as a society, right? And so this is why when I get into these conversations about this construction versus that quality versus our quality, the Chinese make probably hands down the most perfect, identical shoes. We are not that, you know, we are customizing our production, and it's for our community as well. So a lot of consumers are understanding that now, right? They're recognizing, hey man, we gotta have something here that we own, we control, that we can feel good about.
Like now when I see boots with like wonky stitches or imperfections, I'm like, oh, this was made by a person.
All these people touching, 130 touches along the way.
It's crazy that people expect perfect boots when humans are imperfect. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. Don't tell him my boots are made in China. That is how you make the Harrison boot, Redux. Rancourt, it's a pretty cool company, man. They didn't pay me for this video or anything, but I just heard about this really rare, unusual way of making mock boots, and then I kind of realized that basically all the mocks I've handled in the past have not been as real as these mocks. So, check out Rancourt if you like. Pretty cool company up here in Maine. Keeping the shoemaking industry alive. Very few places doing that, even fewer post 2020. So Rancourt's really doing something special here. And they got a wide array of things to do. Not an ad, I think they're a cool company. Check them out. Subscribe below if you want to see more content like this, because I am a guy who is an immigrant obsessed with American-made goods and clothing and jeans and stuff that's built to last. So if you like that, subscribe and stick around.